On a cold winter night in February 1959, 9 young Soviet hikers set out on a journey into the remote Ural Mountains, seeking adventure and discovery. But what they found instead was something far more sinister and deadly. Days later, their bodies were discovered scattered across the snow, some missing eyes, others with strange, unexplainable injuries. And to this day, no one can say for sure what happened to them. Was it a tragic accident, a deadly military experiment gone wrong, or something even more terrifying, an encounter with the unknown? Join us as we take a deep dive into the Dyatlov Pass Incident, unraveling the facts, the mysteries, and the chilling conspiracy theories that have baffled investigators for over 6 decades. Section 1. The journey begins. The Dyatlov Pass Incident begins with a group of 9 hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student at the Ural Polytechnical Institute. Their goal? To reach the peak of Otorten, a mountain in the northern Ural range. The team was experienced and well prepared for the challenging terrain and sub-zero temperatures. They began their trek on January 27, 1959. All seemed to be going well. Spirits were high, and the group was making good progress. But as they ventured deeper into the mountains, things began to take a turn for the worse. A sudden snowstorm hit, reducing visibility to nearly zero and forcing them off course. By February the 1st, they found themselves on the slopes of Kolatsiakul, a name that ominously translates to Dead Mountain in the local Mansi language. There, they made a fateful decision to set up camp on an exposed slope instead of moving downhill to the forested area just a mile away that would have offered more shelter. What happened next remains one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. Section 2. The gruesome discovery. When the hikers failed to return as scheduled, a search party was sent out. On February 26th, rescuers stumbled upon the abandoned camp. The tent had been slashed open from the inside, and the hikers' belongings, including their shoes and clothing, were still inside. 9 sets of footprints, some barefoot, led down to the edge of a nearby forest. There, under a large cedar tree, the bodies of 2 hikers, Yuri Doroshenko and Yuri Krivonishenko, were found, nearly naked, their hands and feet blackened with frostbite, and strange burns on their bodies. Further up the slope, 3 more bodies, Dyatlov, Zinaida Kolmogorova, and Rustem Slobodin, were found, positioned as if they were trying to crawl back to the tent. But it was the discovery of the last 4 bodies, 2 months later, that would spark even more chilling questions. Hidden beneath several feet of snow, these hikers, Nikolai Thibaut Brignol, Semyon Zolotaryov, Lyudmila Dubinina, and Alexander Kolovatov, were found with horrific, almost inhuman injuries. Dubinina was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips. Thibaut Brignol had suffered a massive skull fracture, and Zolotaryov had several broken ribs. But here's the thing, no external wounds or bruises indicated how these injuries were inflicted. How could such trauma occur without visible marks? And why were some of them half-dressed in each other's clothing? Section 3. Theories and speculations. Over the years, numerous theories have been proposed to explain what happened to Dyatlov and his group. Some are grounded in science, while others venture into the realms of the paranormal and conspiracy. Theory 1. Avalanche. One of the most plausible theories suggests that an avalanche could have forced the group to cut their way out of the tent in a panic. Fleeing in different directions, they succumbed to hypothermia and injuries. But here's the catch. No evidence of an avalanche was found in the area. The slope was not steep enough, and the pattern of injuries didn't align with what one would expect from an avalanche. Theory 2. Infrasound. Another compelling theory involves infrasound, a phenomenon where wind can create a vortex, producing a sound below the range of human hearing. Some scientists suggest that this infrasound could have induced feelings of panic and dread, causing the group to flee the tent in a state of irrational fear. But does this explain the severe physical injuries and the missing body parts? Theory 3. Military testing. Some speculate that the hikers inadvertently wandered into a secret Soviet military testing ground. Could they have been victims of a missile test gone wrong? This theory is backed by reports of strange orange orbs seen in the sky around the time of their deaths. And what about the high levels of radiation found on some of the hikers' clothing? Was it fallout from a secret weapon test? Theory 4. Yeti, or alien encounter. And then there are the more outlandish theories. A Yeti attack, or even an alien abduction. Some point to the strange footprints found near the campsite that didn't match those of the hikers. Others claim the bodies were positioned in a way that suggests they were fleeing from something or someone. Flash to sketches and dramatizations of unidentified creatures juxtaposed with the desolate snowy landscape. Section 4. Recent developments. In 2019, the Russian government reopened reopened the investigation into the Dyatlov Pass Incident. Their conclusion? The hikers died as a result of hypothermia after a series of unfortunate events, including poor weather conditions and lack of visibility. Yet, many questions remain unanswered. Why were some bodies found with such extreme injuries? What caused them to leave the tent so suddenly? And what about the strange lights in the sky? The truth is, we may never know what really happened on that cold February night in 1959. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of modern times. A story where the line between fact and fiction is blurred by fear, speculation, and the unknown. So, what do you think happened to those 9 hikers? Was it a natural disaster, a secret military operation, or something else entirely? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most chilling mysteries. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe,